everyone, it's Kelsey here, and today I've got another layout to share with you. I started this layout with that gorgeous paper from Chamel. I am in love with wood grains lately. I don't know what it is, I just really love wood grains. And I also cut 2 pink strips out of this other paper, and I honestly cannot remember what paper that is. But I just really wanted to kind of frame the top and the bottom with some bright pink, and this is a layout about me and my grandmother. We went on a road trip, and I bought her some sunglasses, and she just looked so cute in sunglasses. Like, I had never seen her in sunglasses before, even whenever I was younger. And she just looked so cool that I had to snap a photo of both of us wearing our sunglasses. And I thought, I just love this photo of the two of us. So also, I was trying to use up some of my scraps, and I found, it was that light blue piece, kind of like it's just light blue. It's from the Ocean's Melody collection, and I just kind of put it at the bottom on top of that pink strip. I just like the way it looked, and I do apologize, that wasn't from my scraps. It was from that 4x6 card that I cut down, the kind of wood pattern that's behind the photo. On the back of it, it's blue, and I just cut a little strip of that off. So that's what that's from. And there you can see it, because that's the other side of it. So I'm just trying to play around with it. I'm trying to work on layering. I'm not the world's best layerer. I'm not the best at layering, but I'm trying to work on it. So, and it's so hard for me to cut up my papers in my stash, so that's actually probably the main reason why I'm horrible at layering. I need to subscribe to a kit where I can get like paper every month and I'm not scared to cut it up, and that way I'll kind of know that I've always got more coming. So anyway, I'm trying to get better about cutting it up though. That's my goal with 12x12 layouts, is to cut more paper up. And a lot of times I can use the front and the back, so that's helpful. So anyway, I've kind of got an arrangement that I like. So I take out my tiny attacher, and I staple it together, and then I just layer in that piece that was too small to be stapled. And I use some of these pop dots from Michaels. And these are not my favorite pop dots. They give almost too much dimension. So even though they're really cheap and I like that, I really prefer the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, just because they're the perfect height, in my opinion, for some projects. This is the layout where they just weren't sticking. Like, half of them, or 2 of them, I should say, didn't have sticky stuff on them, which I thought was totally weird. So I've glued the photo down and got my layers, and I really wanted to use that Project Life card that was in the beginning of the video, but it just didn't end up working with the photo, and I find it really hard, even on a 12x12 layout, which is huge, I find it really hard to work with more than one photo. I can never get my placement right. So I've got this little sticker. It's from Create Paper Open Road, and it ripped in half, which I was so bummed about, but I was able to just kind of stick it together. And it's a pair of sunglasses, little pink heart-shaped sunglasses. So since I was trying to make this layout, you know, about the sunglasses, and in a lesser way about our road trip, like, that's what I was going for with this, with the sunglasses and the Open Road collection. And I really love this going places, but I couldn't find a good spot for it, which just goes to show I should have waited for that stamping until a little bit later, because, yeah, it would have looked better with no stamping behind it. So I put it back on the sheet. And I love these chipboard pieces. They've got a lot of texture, and I just love them. I think they're so pretty, and they're by Chamel. This is actually this layout's kind of old. I lost so much track of time, guys. But so this is whenever I first got the Chamel collection, and I was super excited about it. So most of these products are actually Chamel. like the papers, the stickers, the stamp, the wood veneer, the rub-ons, the chipboard piece. Yeah, I love this collection. And honestly, at first I didn't think it was my style because I just don't really care for Chamel's videos. But I absolutely love this whole collection, and I'm like a huge fan, and I've been going back and watching a few more of the videos just to kind of see if it's my style again, or now I should say. But this layout I was also super excited because I could work with pink, and I didn't have to like think about the pink on it. So many times I use a ton of pink, but it's a layout about me and my husband, and I'm like, you know, I want to incorporate more blues and greens and, you know, more masculine colors, but at the end of the day, I still use a lot of pink on my layouts. So this was like a fun layout where I could do and didn't have to worry about how pink it was. In fact, I really should have amped up the pink a little bit more, I guess. So I'm just trying to figure out where that chipboard piece is going to go. And I also want to figure out where my journaling is going to go, because I wasn't 100% sure at this point. But I really love to include journaling on a layout or any layout, so I try to incorporate it on every layout. But sometimes it doesn't always happen. And sometimes, very rarely, I have included my journaling on the back, just because I feel like you can do a lot of journaling, and you can do private journaling without making an interactive pocket or hiding it somehow. So, I have done that in the past, and I'm not, you know, I will do it again in the future. So, let's see. I tried to use these stickers for the title, because I also had to decide where the title was going to go, but they were just too small for what I wanted to do. Oh, and I had just gotten this My Mind's Eye washi tape, and I definitely wanted to use it because it's pink. I never used to be such a huge pink fan, but I've gotten more girly. So, and this washi tape, it's kind of hard to use because there's a backing to it. So you have to peel the backing off, and I don't know, I just like washi tape a little bit better where there's no backing and you can just tear it off easier, I guess. But I just wanted to use that washi tape, so I wish I would have incorporated it sooner to make it more of a star of the show, I should say. So finally I decided to go for these gold thickers. As you guys know, I'm kind of going through a huge gold phase, and I was counting the letters because I hate it when you, even like halfway through a thicker sheet, it's like you have to start counting, do I have enough letters of this or that? And it turns out on this one I actually didn't have enough, and I had to kind of change my title up, but it turned out okay. I think, yeah, I ran out of E's, or I was gonna run out of E's. So it was supposed to say Rockin the Shades, but since I only had one E, I couldn't do the, because I really wanted the word shades. So I decided to do Rocking Our Shades. So, yeah, that's the only bad thing about letter stickers. And then I love cutting out titles on my silhouette, but I feel like I have to pre-plan stuff and plan the size that I want it to be, and then I have to paint it. So I thought I would use it a lot more for titles, but I actually haven't lately. And the foam thickers are really nice because they stick really well, but they're kind of hard to work with and make sure they keep their shape. And eventually I just gave up trying to get them to look straight because no matter what I did, they didn't look straight. I don't know if it's because they were foam or because I just have no eye for such things and no coordination. I don't know. But that is pretty much going to wrap up this layout. I've got photos over on my blog, so if you're on YouTube, you can look in the comment section below, and I'll have a direct link over to my blog where you can see still photos of this layout. And I've also got some videos at the end of this video that you can click on, and you can go see some other stuff that I've been working on. And as always, if you would just hit that subscribe button, it really helps me out so much. And I've also included links to my Instagram and Pinterest if you are interested. So thank you so much, guys, and I will talk to you soon.